Good morning, guys. I'm here in Lagos again, and I'm off to take some pictures of the marina. But first, this video is sponsored by Squarespace.com. If you're looking for a place to start a travel photography blog or portfolio, Squarespace is a really good spot to start. There's lots of really good blogging tools with a lot of cool features like geotagging, simultaneously posting to your social media, and really clever templates to make portfolios or galleries look really good, really easy. So whether you're looking to sell images or just have a really cool place to show them off, Squarespace is an awesome place to do that. So head to squarespace.com/BrendanVanson and you'll get a little bit of a discount on your first purchase. So in travel photography, there's a bit of an unwritten rule that you should go out and photograph your destination basically as soon as you get there. When you first arrive somewhere, you see it with the freshest, most interested eyes. And generally that leads to better photos. The longer you spend somewhere, the more desensitized you get to that location. And I'm kind of treating life in Lagos like that. I don't want to have desensitized eyes as a photographer here in my hometown, but I know that's bound to happen. So what I'm trying to do is go out and photograph things every single day or as often as I can, even things maybe I wouldn't normally photograph. So this morning I'm actually heading to the marina, which is really a cool part of town. I don't know if there's a photo there, but it's a cool part of town. So I have no plan at all. I'm just kind of gonna walk around and hopefully come up with a photo. But to be honest, it's not great this morning. There's advantages and disadvantages to the morning. I think I just set off the alarm at Pizza Hut somehow. Maybe I'm talking too loud in the morning. There's advantages and disadvantages to photographing the morning. In the morning you have places all to yourself and you get really clean, beautiful blue light. But in the afternoon at a place like the marina or in the evening, it's all lit up. So this Ferris wheel that's over there is generally lit up. There's lights on the boats, everything's lit up. And right now, nothing is lit up and it just looks super dark and pretty dull. I've just done a walk about halfway around the marina, and a couple things are pretty clear. This is hard. It's really dark. There's nothing lit up. I can't really see anything. I can't really find any photos. And second of all, this Ferris wheel probably has to be the focal point of my image. I have to probably try to find an angle that includes that Ferris wheel. And there's nothing else that's like a defining element in the frame. So I'm gonna keep walking, maybe do a whole loop around. Yeah, this is very well gonna be a fail. I just walked all the way around and got to the end point of the marina to find out that the boats block everything. You can't even hardly see the marina through all the sails. So I'm gonna have to cruise over the bridge and try to find a new angle on the other side. Okay, I'm exactly where I started this video. I started this video literally right here. And yeah, it's a challenge. There's some cool shots, I think, potentially of reflections here. But I really want this Ferris wheel, and there's a big, somewhat ugly yacht right in front of it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I do know that I wanna be lower. I just don't know if I can get down there safely. It's low tide, and you can kind of get right down to the water right now, but I don't know where I can actually get down. Maybe I just have to slide. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, about 2 minutes before I slid down this slope, I was about to give up. I was about to go home, I was about to not take pictures, and I was about to not publish this video. But then I was like, you know what, I got up, let's take some photos, let's see what happens. And I just turned my lens on some stuff, and I actually, from this spot that I really can't move from because it's so slippery, I think there's 3 photos. So I'm gonna walk you through those 3 photos right now. Starting with the first one. The first photo is this way. There's this big yacht here, and honestly, when I first got here, I was a little bit annoyed by the yacht because it blocks off most of the view, and it's so different from everything else. But when you're shooting landscape photography, you're always looking for the one thing that's different, what stands out. And I got thinking that the boat stands out in this travel photo, and maybe I'll just use it the same way. So I put it on the right-hand side of my photo, and it actually balances the image really well. You got this soft blue light, you got all the sailboats, and this perfect, perfect reflection. Photo number 1. I honestly haven't decided if photo number 2 works yet, but I'll share it with you anyway. I'm shooting straight this way. You've got the bridge that goes over the marina. This is a drawbridge for pedestrians, and you've got the Ferris wheel that I've been mentioning ad nauseum. And it's straight into the backlight, so it's a little bit harsh, but the backlight is pretty yellow and pink. It's really beautiful. This is gonna end up being a silhouette, and I think also a pano. But it breaks basically every single rule of photography. You've got this shoreline on the outside leading away, and I don't know if it works. But it looks nice, at least to the eye. It follows the rule of does it look cool. So I'll share that with you now.
Tossed in like a castaway, what we wanted, not what.
And then the third photo is just straight in front of me. In travel photography, you need recognizable elements. It's hard to sell a photo if nobody knows what it is, especially a travel destination. Here it says Marina de Lagos. There's a palm tree kind of blocking it, but I want that as kind of a focal element of a photo. But I found myself, when I was taking the photo, going wider and wider and wider not to cut off anything. Because one of the rules of photography is watch your corners, don't cut things off. But it just made the Marina de Lagos part way too small. So I'm again breaking rules of photography and just cutting off absolutely everything and going a little bit more telephoto, cutting off the yacht, cutting off the sailboats, cutting off the sails, and just really focusing in on this, and I think it's gonna work.
Take everything we have and let the new begin. Won't give up, won't give in. Take everything we have and let the new begin.
Man, I can't believe I almost gave up on this morning. Sometimes it's a little bit frustrating to not photograph something the way you thought you were gonna photograph it. I thought I was gonna find something way over there along the edge that I could get the Ferris wheel and the marina in the frame, but it just didn't work. And yeah, right before I gave up, I was like, you know what? I came out this morning, I'm sliding down that slippery slope, and I'm gonna take a picture. And I'm glad I did, because none of these photos will win awards. Not that I ever enter competitions anyway, but none of these photos will ever win an award, even if I did enter them into competitions. But they're the type of photos that do sell. You know, as a travel photographer, it's not about the epic as much as I kind of make it seem like it is. Most of the images I sell are images like this. Images of marinas, images of towns, things that are kind of like almost filler content in travel magazines and articles and stuff like that. Yes, I sell the epic stuff every now and then, and yes, it sells for a lot of money when it does sell, but more often than not, it's these more basic photos of what a town's actually like that sell. So I'm so glad I didn't give up this morning. Okay, sun's coming up and giving me a good morning kiss, and I'm redoing my first photo actually because now I'm getting some light hitting the boats. And then I'm gonna try to scramble up this super slippery slope and get home. I'm really glad I didn't give up. Nothing mind-blowing this morning, but definitely some photos that I can use and photos that I needed actually for a project I'm doing. So I'm super excited about that and super excited to live somewhere that something like that is literally a 2-minute walk away. There was other tourists there taking pictures and I'm like, yeah, I live here. And that's kind of an exciting feeling. So I'm gonna walk home, calling this an episode, and I'll see you next time. Peace.